You will hear this story, and like the mom that you're about to meet, you may tell yourself, this will never happen to me or to anyone I love. All it took was a change in routine to turn her life upside down. Lindsay Rogers Seitz and her husband Kyle are featured in a brand new Time magazine article. Kyle drove to work and accidentally left their 15-month-old son Benjamin in the car for more than 7 hours. Ben died on July 7th of this year, not even 2 months ago. According to child advocacy group kidsandcars.org, 44 children died of heat stroke in cars last year. More than 600 have died since 1998. After a life-shattering loss, instead of falling to pieces, Lindsay is instead lobbying for legislation to mandate some life-saving technology in cars, and she joins me now with her story. First of all, thank you so much for coming in. This can't be easy for you, especially since this is so recent. Take me back to what happened the day that Ben died.
Yeah. You know, the last thing I remember about Ben, my husband brought him into the bedroom that morning like he always does. I gave him a kiss. I said, I love you, rubbed his arm. My husband took him to work. It's as simple as a wrong turn, you know, instead of going to daycare. He went about his day. I went about my day. At about after 5, when he usually goes to daycare, he went. And he walked in to look for Ben in the daycare room, and he wasn't there. And he said, what do you mean, did somebody come pick him up? And they said, no, he never came in. And then I think his worst nightmare happened, and he started putting 2 and 2 together. And then he found him in the car. Accounts I've heard is they heard a scream in the parking lot, and then he rushed him to the hospital.
And we should note that Kyle has not been charged in this case. But what's remarkable is that this is happening so often, and it spans the demographics, it spans the socioeconomic income levels. There have been, I dare say someone with NASA. This happened to someone who is clearly very clever, very smart. It is an honest mistake among many of the professionals who've looked at this. So why is it that since this is happening so much and for so long already, we don't have the technology installed in cars already?
Yeah. Honestly, there's many factors in play. I mean, the easiest one is this is a divisive issue. It's very controversial. I think it's hard for the average American to understand how it happens. It's your worst nightmare. So instead of putting yourself in our place, it's easier just to say there's got to be something about a family that happens to, and it's not me. And then also, you know, auto manufacturers, they don't have to do it yet because of that exact reason. In 2001, GM issued a press release, and they said, we know that this is a serious safety concern, and we're going to have devices in cars by 2004. That was abandoned, and since then, 520 children have died. You know, DOT, NHTSA, which is a part of DOT, they've taken a pure public awareness campaign approach, which that's obviously going to be the base to everything we do in the future.
But public awareness doesn't get us on a busy day. We know it's wrong.
It doesn't.
I don't think anybody doesn't know that it's wrong. It's just, it's an accident, and accidents happen. Since you're an attorney, do you think the liability issue is the biggest at play here? Car manufacturers perhaps slow to put a device in a car that, God forbid, it malfunctions, they may face billions of dollars in lawsuits? Of
course. I mean, there was a 2010 segment on another news show, and they had a quote from Volvo. That was their reason. But, I mean, auto manufacturers today have things in their car that there's liability with, and they still do it, and children are dying. I don't think liability is a reason. That's what lawyers get paid for, honestly, that work for the auto manufacturers. When kids are dying like this, they need to find a solution.
And you would think that the marketing alone would sell this feature, that, look, my children are 7 and 8. I don't have this concern now, but I think looking now at the repetitive stories that are happening, stories like yours, they're just absolutely heart-crushing, that I would want that feature in my car. And if it were offered, I'd buy that car. Why isn't the market force driving this?
Market force, capitalism, right? Honestly, I think it's because we need families like us. We could be your neighbor, your best friend, to get out there and show how it happens, the psychology behind it, the unconscious habit-based memory, so people can understand and go out there and say, we would buy a car like that, we want it in there, and we're willing to tell our legislators that we want them to push for this, but that hasn't happened yet.
So there are other safety devices on cars, cameras, you know, backup cameras on cars that ultimately were an offering, they were an add-on, and they worked so well. they became mandated. I think by 2018, all cars have to have them.
Absolutely. Yeah, when you look at what car manufacturers have done so far, I mean, you have lane departure warnings, you have backup cameras, and those will be in cars by 2018.
But is this why the car manufacturers don't want to offer this as an option? Because ultimately it'll work, and they're worried they'll be mandated, they'll have to do it. Maybe, but I'm not sure that every car manufacturer would do this, actually, because of the cost. You know, what are the devices they would put in? And if we want it in every car so that it will save every American and every child that could be in a back seat, it may have to be mandated. And so for a lot of people, they don't understand, perhaps, certainly if they're over a certain age, that all of this really came about because of airbags. We wanted to save more lives, and by putting the airbags in, that created more infant deaths who were riding in the front seat.
Right.
So all of a sudden, the safety campaign told parents, put your children in the back seat, and the irony is that the deaths because of hot cars rose, specifically correlated to that action.
Statistically, yeah.
So ultimately, what is the answer here? Is this the mission that you have undertaken, to try to push Congress, to push for legislation, to push the car manufacturers? Look, price be damned, you got to put this technology. We have the technology.
Yeah.
We've got it. Put it in the cars.
Yes, I mean, if I 100% knew the answer, I would say it. But one thing that we do need is a balanced approach of expert panel to get together and find the solution. And if DOT won't act alone, if they want to take a pure public awareness approach, then maybe we do need Congress to get out there and say, this is important enough, we need to get this done and find the solution and have it implemented quickly.
I am a mom like you. We're actually neighbors. We come from towns not far away. How are you managing this? I can't believe you're here with me today and you're able to stoically take on this mission.
You don't see me at home behind closed doors. Part of my heart is missing. Part of my soul is gone right now. I loved him more than you could ever imagine. But we have a strong background. I love my family. We have 2 girls and my husband, and we hold on for dear life. And if Ben's life can live on and we can save other kids, that's what we want to do.
I have a colleague named Sunny Hostin who left her child. Thank God she got there in time. She puts her shoes in the back seat.
Yeah.
And she can never get out of the car without getting her shoes. And it's a great piece of advice, and I thank you.
Thank you.